If you're eating too little, eating too much, or eating an unbalanced diet that lacks necessary nutrients, you could be among the 800 million people who still suffer from hunger and malnutrition. 800 million, or 1 in 9 of the world's population, goes to bed hungry each night. 800 million, mostly representative of the rural poor, is a shocking number in a world of rising prosperity and agricultural abundance. 800 million, which includes 1 in 4 in Sub-Saharan Africa who suffer malnutrition. Research indicates that the dietary deficiencies and food insecurity in Sub-Saharan Africa are strongly related to the decreasing diversity of traditional diets. Farm Concern International, FCI, is on the forefront of responding to this problem by reviving the consumption of the forgotten nutritive treasures of Africa, African traditional foods, or ATFs. By educating consumers on the benefits of ATFs, FCI is creating increased demand and expanding market opportunities for smallholder farmers to tap into. These foods are highly nutritious, typically drought-resistant, and relatively easy to produce. Through the African Traditional Foods model, FCI is using modern marketing concepts to promote ATFs among various categories of consumers in different age groups and lifestyles, including smallholder households, urban and peri-urban consumers. Historically, these traditional foods were integrated into the diets of families, and local knowledge was applied to adequately respond to the needs of different ages and special groups. For example, new mothers were traditionally fed with the iron-rich spider plant, which is commonly referred to as saget, for 2 weeks after the birth of their babies. While a rural pregnant woman may not have access to supplements, food-based solutions can more easily provide the necessary nutrients. Through strategic partnerships with supermarket outlets like Uchumi Supermarkets, FCI is undertaking image building of ATFs. Traditional African foods have historically been thought of as a food for the population in the lower socio-economic class of the society. Now, this wide selection of wholesome foods is being reintroduced afresh through modern marketing concepts, celebrated for their nutritional value, delicious taste, and improved accessibility. Agriculture and nutrition are 2 major components of food systems which demand relevant innovation to link the two. Improving the availability of a wide range of African traditional foods is a common thread across FCI's 22 current interventions in more than 12 sub-Saharan countries in Africa. Under the Domestic Horticultural Markets Program, supported by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, thousands of hectares of smallholder acreage are under production for traditional African vegetables, more commonly referred to as TAVs. These are vegetables like the amaranth, African nightshade, spider plant, cowpeas leaves, and okra. These tasty green leafy vegetables are rich in vitamin A and C, folic acid, and other minerals that are essential for the good nutrition of the human body. An analysis of the consumption trends over a 4-year period shows sharp decline in the number of rural households that did not consume TAVs. There was a steady increase in the intake and higher frequency of consumption to 92% in Rwanda, 95% in Kenya, 94% in Malawi and Tanzania consuming TAVs daily. Under the cassava program supported by AGRA, cassava is now enjoying improved attention as an alternative staple, contributing to the food security of millions of people in sub-Saharan Africa. Through the improved accessibility of cassava, value-added products will also create stabilized sources of income for smallholder farmers and promote alternative sources of energy for consumers. Under the Kenya Agricultural Value Chain Enterprises, supported by USAID, FCI is enhancing food security and improving nutrition among smallholder communities working along dairy, horticulture, and staples value chains. Through this program, nutrition interventions will be implemented to improve family nutrition, especially for vulnerable groups, including women of reproductive age and children. These are only 3 among many interventions where the African traditional foods model is at work to contribute significantly towards improved food security and nutrition in Africa. The impact of these initiatives is visible in rising consumption of ATFs in schools, as well as enhanced nutritional and farming education for school children. The large volumes of ATFs traded in traditional informal markets, which are the main driver of trade in Africa. Enhanced promotion of ATFs by community health workers in rural communities. FCI is leveraging their existing delivery mechanism to reach farther and wider with the message of food-based nutrition. Improved urban consumption through strategic partnerships with outlets like Uchumi supermarkets. Improved rural consumption enhanced through years of nutritional campaigns in over 17,000 villages in Africa. At a global level, the people who produce most of the world's food, smallholder farmers, are also the people who suffer the most food and nutrition insecurity. Farm Concern International is committed to the ongoing effort to transform this trend by reaching rural communities with viable, nutrition-based interventions that guarantee their nutrition security for a brighter future in Africa.